Hello, I did some quality of life updates. So what that basically means is that just give you an overview, data storage locations, you can select where the data is being stored, as well as measurements systems, implemented a metric for European, and then also those like three countries who follow the ounces, so U.S. customaries. Um, so let's go over a couple of things as well when it comes to your CSV upload, but we'll look at that in a minute. So first off, if we look at the storage, whenever you install the program now, you'll be given the choice of either network storage or local storage. Local will be stored into this computer only, so your local storage drive. And this is good for if you only have one license for this program and you're a small establishment, you use one computer, great, awesome. Or the computer is accessible to multiple people at any time, then awesome. However, if you're a larger establishment, you need this to be accessible to two, three, four people, then you can store this onto a Z drive or other, um, well, not other, but another network folder path. Once you have it connected to your local path, hit test connection. It'll tell you if it's valid. If not, and it'll push it out for you and let you know that you need to select a folder that is valid as a network. Hit save, and that'll be save the data to the specific location. Now, if you move the data from one place to another, you'll have to go into your specific folder that you saved beforehand, and then retrieve all the data and place it into the new location, so that way your data will be transitioned from one storage to another. If you're on the local storage, your files will be saved in the app data folder. So um, easy to access it is going to hit in the if you're a Windows, well, I only know Windows, but you hit the start key, you do the percentage sign, hit app data, this is one word, APPDATA, and then finish with the percentage sign, hit enter, and then your data will be saved in that folder. You may have to search through, but it's going to be in there for you. Next, I want to show is going to be for the metric system, measuring systems. You have US customary, which if you look at a good example, your wine is currently in ounces and will showcase itself in ounces. Whenever you hit the metric, go back to your wine settings, and it'll push everything towards your milliliters. So when it comes to using which one, it's rather one or the other. You cannot use both at the same time. Uh, Whenever if you're using ounce pours, like a shot of tequila is, I don't know, like 2 ounces, then and you use ounces primarily for your cocktail mixes and your serving of your wine and beer, just leave it on your US customary. If you use milliliters and that's all you're going to be using going forward, then just leave it to milliliters, free metric. So we'll look at both of these little by little here soon to give more examples. But for one of the quality of lives I wanted to provide is going to be under your liquor, beer, wine when it comes to importing your data. We will save a template. I'll override one that I had previously. And let's go ahead and this is liquor. Open this up. You'll see that you have now bottle size options and 50 milliliter, 100, 200, 375. And these are going to be the acceptable values to place into your bottle size, which would then be pushed into your inventory. So another thing I added in was it accepted the vendors that you did not have in your settings and then pushed them to your settings so that way later on, whenever you're adding data manually, you can recall the data that way. I did the same thing for the liquor types. So whenever we upload this data into the program, we'll do the liquor upload. You'll see that now the vendors are created and also the new liquor types are created, and you can find them available in your settings, liquor settings under liquor types. So we'll go ahead and import this data in, and you'll see that it now transitions itself through. We are currently using the US customary, so whenever you go to the add items, your bottle sizes will stay the same. They're milliliters. If you go to your metrics, the bottle sizes will still stay the same. Everything will still be the same, except for the pricing and how you're going to be actually pushing the data out. If we go to beer, go ahead and import, download the CSV. We'll override what we had before. And when we open it up, same concept. It'll give you the values that are able to input into your container column. So if you're adding a 12-ounce bottle, 12-ounce can, you just copy this, paste it here, and then you could run this down and it'll be your 16-ounce cans. Um, Same concept as before with the beer, with the liquor, is that it'll save the vendor into your settings, and it'll also now save the beer type into your settings. So when you're adding in a new beer, it'll auto-populate for you. Just a couple of clicks of the key, and your beer type when it comes to adding in the item. One thing I want to mention is that your glass size is only required for your keg and barrel entries. It's not required for any like your can, your bottles. So if you're adding in a keg, let's see right here, make sure it's doing like a 16-ounce glass for this particular beer. And that way, when this is uploaded into your data table, it will process everything for you. So go ahead and X this out. We'll upload this into your beer. And now the IPA and lager will be uploaded into your system, and we are set. So we need to set up a couple things in the wine before we start adding other things in. Um, Actually, let's backtrack 1 second. Let's go to the metrics, go to your beer, add beer, and you'll see that all these other items are now available for you. Depending on what you call this keg, I left both of them in there. You may call it a six keg, you may call it a ping keg, depending on what it is. But they are all in there for you, and including your different cans and bottles that may be available in your establishment if you carry in milliliters. And then same thing. When you download the PDF, I'm just override the last one. If you're dealing in milliliters, metrics, it'll give you all the other options you're able to copy and then paste into your container. Right, now moving on to wine. Let's see. If we are looking at the wine section, we need to add in, let's do ounces first. We'll do 6 ounce, 8 ounce, and then we don't have to worry about this. We're just only going to showcase the flat wines, but it's the same concept when it comes to your sparkling as well as dessert. Um, Let me do this real fast. All right. Go ahead and save this out to go back to your wine, and whenever you import your data to download template, we'll save it over. I think I have all the data I need for the wine. Right. Yes. Oh, actually, sliding scale. I did enter in 5 and 30 at 200% markup. So the cost of the bottles, 200% markup. So you'll see that populate here soon. So being that it's downloaded the wine, this is going to be the template for you. So again, you need to enter the number value. So 300, 3,000, 1,500, 750, 375, 6,000. All these number values will equate to what you need as far as your bottle size. And then it'll also save your varietal as well as appellations into these settings for you. The vendors will save into these settings. This will help you recall your data when you're entering wines in manually later on. Um, Go ahead and X this out. Do not save, and we'll import the data. There we are. If I go to my settings, wine, yep, these were already in here. I need to delete these out. Go ahead, save. Let me actually give you a visual representation of it pulling the data for you. There we are. So the varietals will be there for you. Cabernet and Chardonnay we pushed into your varietals, appellations, Napa and Sonoma. But import data will be in here for you. Uh, One big takeaway is if in the wine import you have glass bottle price and glass price preset, uh, and let's say these are not in the parameters that you set in the sliding scale when it comes to markup prices, The program will recognize this price first. So if we look into here, you'll see that's 25.35, 12.18, 25.35, 12.18. It will not reference these settings until you go in and edit it, and then you have to then save it, save your changes. What this will do is that let's do flat, let's do graph. Whenever you do save it, your prices will change from your 18 by the glass to 17, and then your craft will populate as 22 if you offer that by craft. So we'll hit save and watch over here. It'll update for you, including by the bottle price, but everything else will remain the same. So again, if you don't want to mess with the values here, and this is going to be your true upload, then just understand that it may be off of your cost percentages because you didn't go through and edit your data. So again, flat wine, let's say we don't offer this by craft, save the changes, and your bottle price will now be moved to 48, and your by the glass price will remain at 12. There we are. So so yeah, that's the quality of life update so far. Continue to get feedback from people here and there that's emailing me. So continue throwing it at me. That's great, and I'll continue making this kind of a one-stop shop. So next thing I plan to work on is going to be connecting point of sale systems. I'm going to go to 10 point of sales, get their APIs, get it validated through, and then have it to where this program can then talk to the point of sale system, retrieve data saying, hey, this is how much was sold in the day, deduce it down to your large format. So if you sell, let's say if you look at wine, this is by the glass option and you have 5 bottles available. Let's say you sold 8 glasses of wine at 6-ounce pours, then that's 2 bottles. So this will basically be at a sub 2, which means you have 3 bottles left in quantity. So I can either have that pushed through and automatically do the updates on your inventory and then set in a par level for your by the glass options. And then once it goes to a certain level, it will notify you saying, hey, these products need to be ordered because you're becoming very short on this inventory. Or I could have it to where this emails you a what you have in inventory and what you sold, and then the final of what your inventory looked like if it was pulled directly from your shelves. So, but right, just want to show you the quality of life updates. Any questions, whatnot, please leave them in the comments below, and I will see you next time.